So a student asked me to do a couple of problems from the Algebra summer packet, and here's the recording. So this is something that it goes to basically the fundamentals of multiplication. So negative 2x to the third times 2xy. Well, if you expand this, it's negative 2 times x to the third means times x. Sorry, my computer's lagging a little bit. Times x. So negative 2x to the third is negative 2 times x times x times x. Times this 2 up here times x times y. Okay. So the thing about multiplication is it's commutative, which means you can do it in any order. So like 5 times 7 is always going to equal the same as 7 times 5. So in this case, I'm going to kind of group the things that are kind of the two integers there are negative 2 times positive 2, which is negative 4. Now, then I'm going to double underline x times x times this x times that x. So I have x times x times x times that x. Well, that's x times itself 4 times, so that's x to the fourth power. And then what I'm left with here, I'll do a squiggly underline, is times y. So you have negative 4 times x to the fourth times y. That's the expanded way of doing it. Now, something in exponent rules or exponent properties that you will learn if you haven't yet is if you look at this, negative 2 times positive 2, that's easy, that's negative 4. And x to the third times x, so x to the third times x, well, is x to the third times, this is kind of like an invisible 1 there, so x to the first. So you're really doing x times x times x times x, so you have 3 x's and one more x being multiplied, so you would really add these two exponents, 3 plus 1, so you get x to the fourth power, and then you're left with times y, so times y. So that's the little shortcut that I don't think you're ready for until you kind of understand it in the expanded way of showing it. So the other problem I was asked to do is this one right here. So this is 3ab squared with the whole thing to the fourth power. So what does that mean? It means 3ab squared. Sorry, my pen is kind of freaking out. Times itself 4 times. So times 3ab squared times, I'm so sorry, my pen is glitching out, 3ab squared times 3ab squared, right? So to the fourth power means this thing is multiplying itself. 3ab squared times 3ab squared times 3ab squared times 3ab squared 4 times. Which, if I kind of wrote it out of order, you kind of have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? So 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then if I multiply my a's, I have 1a here times 1a here times 1a here times 1a here. So a times a times a times a. And then I have b squared times b squared times b squared times b squared. So that's really b times b times b times b times b times b. That's b squared times b squared times b squared. And then I have another b times b. Okay, that's expanded. That's a lot of work. But what happens when you put these together? 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. A times A times A times A is A to the fourth power. And then B times B, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times becomes B to the eighth power. Oops, let's undo whatever just happened there. Sorry for the glitchy pen. So B to the eighth power. And that's what this thing comes out to be, right? Now, the shortcut, which until you understand this, the shortcut really, I don't think makes sense. If you think about it, 3 to the fourth power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 81. And then A times A times A times A is A to the fourth power. All right. And now B squared times B squared is B times B times B times B, right? You got 4 B's. Times another 2 B's is 6 B's. Times another 2 B's is 8 B's. So this is B to the eighth power. So 81, A to the fourth, B to the eighth. I'm sorry for the glitchy pen. But this is, you know, exponent properties. It's an 8th grade skill on Khan Academy if you want to practice it more. And once again, I apologize for the little thing that my pen is doing. I'm a little upset with it right now. Ugh, I apologize for that. It's 81, A to the fourth, B to the eighth. All right, hope that makes sense.